Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had the hellish Todoroki family, where basically continuing on with training, the boys still couldn't beat Endeavor, and then after some more training and stuff, Fuyumi Todoroki decided that she wanted to have the boys over for dinner. So Endeavor and the boys went over there, and there were some awkward moments between them and, well, not really them, technically, but just the family, with Fuyumi and Natsuo and Shoto and Endeavor, so, yeah, and Bakugo and Midoriya were caught in the middle of that, but they did their best, I guess, technically. Well, I mean, Bakugo was kind of a dick, but he was like, just shut up about it, come on, we're trying to have a nice meal, you know, and Deku was like, you know, like he always is. Also, last time around, in case you missed it, last Saturday, I reacted to My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, the second movie. Yeah, I just broke down and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna watch it. So if you haven't seen that reaction, I do highly encourage that you go watch that. Of course, I encourage you also watch the movie as well. So yeah, won't get into specifics about that, in case you haven't seen the movie, but I do recommend it. It was really good. Of course, being a movie, I don't think it's going to be tying into these episodes going forward. So yeah, I'll try to refrain from anything too major from Heroes Rising on the off chance you haven't seen it yet. But definitely, I think go see it. You know what? If you haven't seen it yet, what you could actually do is you could watch My Hero Academia Heroes Rising along with my full-length reaction over at my Patreon page. There's an idea for you. Sounds like a good Tuesday night activity, so yeah. Anyway, like always, the reaction to this episode is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and get right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go. He's gonna let them go. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's difficult. That's really difficult because on the one hand, you know, it's get the family back together, and you know that's what Fuyumi's been wanting, is to have the family back together. And she's made such an effort with Endeavor. But you also have to think that's probably what's best for Rei. I mean, yeah, talking with Shoto and Fuyumi and Natsuo, that's all nice and great, and she's doing really well. But facing her abuser again, she still hasn't done that. That's rough. How can she, you know? How can she do that again? Jesus. All this family shit, man. I'm sounding like Bakugo. Jesus Christ. This fucking family is so fucking sad to watch, you know? Ugh. It's also very interesting, like, this is the only fucking family that has issues. Like, everyone else seems to be, like, good, you know? Everyone else comes from a decent family. Fucking everyone else comes from some sort of decent family. Either that or we just don't hear about it, you know? Like, we don't hear about fucking Minetta's family. You know, who gives a shit? Shit, we never heard about All Might's family either. The closest is just that he always felt like... He always felt that Shimura was like a mother to him, you know? We don't know about his fucking family, but Jesus Christ, this fucking family, man. Jesus. What was the guy's name? Hang on. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna look up this episode and see if I can find the name of the villain. episode 106. Okay, it's just... Is that his name, or is that his... Okay. So this guy's... His villain name just is Ending. But his quirk is White Lines. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, I'm off of there. I'm not gonna watch... I'm not gonna read through anything. I just wanted to find out the guy's name. So... Ending. Alright. Oh, god damn it. You know, there's a part of me that kind of wishes... 2 episodes ago, we had the Selkie episode. And I know that's a tie-in to the third movie. As good as that was, I kind of wish it was an Endeavor episode. Because I want more of this. I want, like... I feel like this arc has been very interesting. It's not been a straightforward arc like we normally get. Like, this has been such an in-between arc. Like, there hasn't been like any specific goal or anything. And, you know, the last 2 times we've done, you know, work with hero stuff, you know, we had the internships, which resulted in Stain. We had the first work studies, which resulted in the Shie Hisaikai. We're not getting anything like that from this arc, you know? Like, this really is the most in-between arc of the entire show. Yet I hope it keeps going. I think we're about to shift over to a different arc. I think we're about to shift over to a different arc, so I don't know if it's next episode or the one after that, but I feel like we're not done, you know? I feel like we're not done with this arc, and honestly, I just want to see more with the Todoroki family. I don't know, like a resolution maybe? I don't know. Like, I'm getting so invested in this family that I don't want to leave, you know? So, we got a little bit more of Toya that, it was after Rei was hospitalized, Toya died. Somehow Toya died. Now, it's interesting they say that specifically, because Toya... We had reference to him with the whole Flash Fire Fist that Toya was close to mastering Flash Fire Fist. It's just that his body couldn't handle it, you know? As Endeavor said, he had his mother's weak constitution, you know? So I can only assume that something with the Flash Fire Fist ended up killing him, basically. Something with that ended up, like, killing him, basically. Which is why, you know, Natsuo says, you may as well have killed him, you know? If Endeavor is pushing Toya with the Flash Fire Fist to the point that he just dies, you know? Which is fucking crazy. Man, now I hope it's not Dabi. I hope it's not Dabi, but if it is Dabi, that makes shit even worse. It's not that he died, it's that you lost him and he became a murderer, you know? But yeah, that, and interesting, not Toya and Natsuo were so close. That definitely explains why Natsuo can just never make it, you know? Natsuo can just never make it work with Endeavor because of what happened to Toya, you know? It's so interesting, too, because Fuyumi, she really tries, again, you know, like we said, an optimist to the end, you know? An optimist to the end, because after everything, and she said, you know, sometimes I do feel like that. After everything that's happened, she is still willing. She is still willing and ready to give Endeavor a chance, you know? Jesus. First off, I love Fuyumi. She's climbing the ranks of best girl. And if we're going on the ranks, it's Yaoyorozu, Uraraka, Sue, and they just sort of peter out from there. But Fuyumi's starting to climb the ranks. I absolutely love that Bakugo wants the recipe for her tofu. Oh my god, that is so funny. He loved it that much that he wants the recipe. Of course, he's an asshole about it still, but that's hilarious. That is so fucking funny. I love it. I love Endeavor's driver. I love that he's kind of a big mouth too. I feel like, which I mean, honestly, between the driver and Burnin, yeah, it does kind of make sense, doesn't it? You know, like they have to be like these explosive personalities to put up with him. You know, especially after all these years. It's also interesting because Burnin seems to be like his number one sidekick. Like she is second in command to him. You know. I would be so curious how he ever took on sidekicks, you know? Because he does do the whole, you know, he deals with situations himself. He pretty much never uses a sidekick. You know, it's rare that he's training anyone other than Shoto. So I really want to know, like, how the two of them met, how he scouted her, you know? You know, it honestly does feel like I would bet you... I would bet you that Fuyumi has also invited Burnin over to get to know her, you know? It's like, oh, Dad's new sidekick. We gotta get to know her, you know? So, but the driver too. I like the driver. I like that he's also sort of a big mouth and, you know, an extreme personality to go off of Endeavor. That was good. We got the boys getting better. I like that. The boys are getting better, condensing their power. So that was really good. Bakugo really boosting his speed with that condensed explosion, you know? And Midoriya, again, this is after a week. This is after 1 week with Endeavor. And Midoriya has enough control over Black Whip in order to save those cars. That's incredible, you know? Like, not 2 episodes ago, he was like, oh, this is the best I can do. And it's just a little phew, and that was it. Like, oh, that's the best I can do, you know? But just after 1 week training, you know, and working with the number one hero, he has such control over Black Whip that he can, and presumably, he's using Black Whip at 20%. The same way he uses Air Force at 20%. That is incredible. Absolutely 100% incredible that he can use Black Whip like that. I love that so much. And the fact that my boy, normally he would just jump. I love that he basically used Air Force to bounce him up there, you know? Not a 20% jump, but a 20% air boost up there. He kind of did it like Bakugo does, where he uses explosions. Midoriya basically used air to get up there, then used 20% of Black Whip to save all those cars. I love that. I feel like Deku just leveled up. Like, well, shit, he can just do that now. Goodbye, 8%. Fuck off. We don't care. Like, I mean, yes, he's still using 8% overall, but the fact that he is so readily using 20% and then 20% of Black Whip too, that is incredible. Unless that was 8%. It's entirely possible that was more 8%, but I mean, to catch all those cars, you know? That had to have been 20% Black Whip on top of 20% with Air Force. That's so amazing. So yeah, the boys are doing better and they covered his mistake. And yeah, they did capture a villain before Endeavor. And I like Bakugo was like, come on, be a little mad, you know? So that was funny. But yeah, they covered his mistake. He stopped. He couldn't. He was scared. He was scared. He couldn't do it. I like that, you know, the whole thing of talking to Shoto about, you know, I think you're ready to move on with your father. I think you are a caring person. I like that can extend to Natsuo, you know? Like, I'm sure he is a caring person too. It's just so difficult with his father, you know? And I like how, you know, it's like, oh, I like how Endeavor says, you know, if you wanted nothing to do with me, you would just go, you know? But what you are doing, you know, showing up to these family dinners, you're not doing that for me. You're doing that for your sister. That's the thing. You're doing this for your sister who wants to try to reunite our family, you know? So I like that. And the whole thing of, I like the whole thing too of, I don't want your forgiveness. You know, he doesn't deserve it, honestly. And it's like, I'm not asking you for your forgiveness, but I will try to atone for everything that's happened. That was really, really good. And yeah, his way of atonement is to stay away. I don't know how well that's going to last. Obviously, he's still going to be, I'm sure he'll still be in contact. I don't know. Well, he's at least going to keep them, stay out of their house, but I'm sure he'll still interact with Shoto. He may even still interact with Fuyumi, you know, but yeah, that's rough. He's going to give them a better house, and he's going to stay away from them. Jesus. And all of this stemming from ending. Okay, I get this guy served his sentence, but how do they not throw him in the fucking loony bin? Jesus Christ. This fucking crazy-ass guy. It's like, how does this guy not get thrown in the loony bin, you know? He wanted him... I mean, if anything, he wanted Endeavor to be Endeavor, you know? He wanted Endeavor to be Endeavor, and he wanted him to kill him. But nope. That's not who he is anymore. Yes, he killed Nomu, but that was different. There was no other way to stop Nomu. So I like that. Last thing I wrote down is Bakugo's hero name. So he has come up with a hero name, which is pretty cool. However, he needs to run it by someone. I'm pretty sure he needs to run it by Best Jeanist. So yeah, I did like that. That was really, really good. I gotta run it by someone. Like, I honestly love the relationship between, as short and brief as it is, but this relationship between Bakugo and Best Jeanist, you know, is really interesting. So yeah. Of course, who the fuck knows what happened to Best Jeanist, so... Well, the fuck are we gonna do next time? I don't know. Are we on to the next arc, or do we have something else? I don't know. I've heard some things like they've added some filler before the next arc. I don't fucking know. So, I mean, we're just gonna keep going and whatever happens, happens, I guess. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what's gonna happen next time around. Are we on to the next arc? Are we doing more work study stuff? Are we doing more training? Are we gonna see more Black Whip? Who fucking knows? We'll find out next time. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Hero Academia reactions, including my Hero Academia Heroes Rising reaction, you can click on the playlist. There's also another video you can go click on if you want to go watch another video from me. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.